Hello and welcome back to FTB Revelation, episode 8, I think. In the last episode, we prepared everything to make pure crystals. We have the accelerator in place, and now we can finally grow the things, all the seeds that we need for our AE2 builds. Purpose, or the goal today, is to get the AE2 storage, ME storage up and running, crafting terminal, everything like that. Perhaps even some storage cells. With the accelerator, it's so much faster to grow seeds. You can't live without it. So and also keep in mind that you can use pure crystals for almost everything. I think there are a few recipes that you need the basic one for, but basically once you set things up, you always go with pure crystals. So, and while I'm growing the seeds, I'm actually reorganizing here at the smeltery. I don't change anything in terms of how things works or features, but I just reorganize it so it's easier to click on the smeltery interface and get things in and out. So just a minor thing here. I will use this to make all the clear glass that I'm using. I haven't done so much yet, but I will cover almost the entire base in clear glass. So I will use it a lot, and this is running almost all the time. And if you don't remember, use the casting table to set the filter, like I'm doing that. Then it will only extract the clear glass. All right. So now we can get back to the ME network to be, because now we have some seeds. And next step is to make the terminal, the storage bus, and to make all that you need to have processors. So Inscribers is the first thing that you will need, and to make things faster, I can recommend doing a few. I'm doing 5. I'm doing one of each. I think I've done with some mod. You made it to use only one inscriber, then I extracted all the patterns, but it wasn't to save materials because it's quite cheap. It's in the beginning to make things more quick, easy. Make 5. It's easy enough, and it's easily automated as well if you have some spare resources. But I think it's worth it. So with the inscribers, you do remember, I hope, that you put the pattern, so to say, in the top slot, and then you use silicon, gold, pure quartz, pure crystal quartz, pure Certus quartz, and diamond to make the different items, and then combine the printed silicon, redstone, and the printed part in the fifth one. But I noticed one thing. It was that the recipe for silicon has changed since I did this in last time. I think it was 2 packs ago. So it will require quartz the Certus quartz to make silicon, and that's a luxury that I don't have. But I found another recipe, and it's to use 4 sand in a manufacturer. And 4 sand, well, they are easy to come by. And this recipe was simple, runs on RF manufactory. And with that one in place, I just kept running back and forth to make all the silicon I need. I think right now, after this episode, I have roughly a stack of silicon. So I won't be needing that for at least an episode or 2. But I could well recommend that in this pack. Go for it directly. For the silicon, it's just worth it. So here in the beginning I'm doing everything manually, and you can do that, but in the long run, if you want more than a 4K storage cell, you simply can't do all this manually. It takes too long, you can't stack them up. Only one item per time goes in, so you need to have something to feed it, and I'll show you later what I came up with for just to make it simple. But now we can at least make the processors that we need, even if it's a bit slow. We can now craft all the formation cores and stuff that we need, the panels to make the ME crafting terminal. It's the basic interface. But then I will still use the storage drawers that I'm using, and it's so simple. You can just put a storage bus to the controller in the middle, and that gives you access to all the storage drawers. And you can also set the priority to make sure that the storage drawer is always what's it called, prioritized, and then use storage cells for all the other items. And for that part, well, you can do it in a few different ways. I can get back to that later in the video when I've crafted myself a few storage cells. It's not always best to use only one type unless you have, well, unlimited resources. But in the beginning it doesn't really matter, it's more in the long run. But with this simple method, just a storage bus and the interface, I can access all the drawers. So now at least I can get started with the crafting in an easier way. But as I run it right now, I can't put any items into the system. I can only use, well, except those that are already there, because I have no different type of storage. And I noticed that the iron wand could only build sideways. I didn't remember that part, so I'll skip the the wand for now. But I will make some storage cells, and I think you can make the chest, the ME chest, and just put one storage cell in it. But I think it's almost a waste of resources. Just go with the drive directly. It's because you will need it anyway, and then you won't use the chest at the, well, when you have the drive in place. So for general storage, don't bother with it. There are special occasions, of course, but yeah, you will know when it happens. So now I'm just making a few storage, what do you call it? The components, storage components. The 1K is the basic one, and you use them for the 4K. You need 3 for the 4K. You need 3 4Ks for the 16, and so on. So, well, I'm up and running. And now I actually jumped a bit forward. I couldn't record at the time, so but I haven't done much. I put a few more storage cells in here, and as I wanted to explain, I heard... Get out of here. So storage cells is an interesting subject, because just using only 4Ks or only 16Ks or only 64Ks for that matter, it's not always worth it. It's not optimal to do that. Stop it. Stop it. So I have a few 1K here. I will exchange them later in the series anyway, but here I put all the basic items that I only have 1 or 4 of, just a few items each. Because regardless of the size, you will still only have 63 types in each. So if I have I have a 64K cell, and then I put like these, come on, it's a bit laggy right now, all the leaves and tea leaves, wheat, stuff that I don't have anything of, rhubarb, rib bone, leeks. I don't have much of them, so using a 64K is a total waste of resources. So that's about that, and this is what I came up with. I just have, it's nothing fancy, it's just the item ducts with filters and servos. So what I'm doing is I put everything here. This is the input chest, and I have filters going here, silicon, gold, pure Certus, and diamond. And then I have all these presses, engineering press, logic press, and so on. So everything ends up here. I have additional redstone here for the next step. Auto extract with these servos, and then put them in the final inscriber, where I have silicon and redstone coming in from the top and from the side, redstone coming down here and up, and the printed coming from up here. And here I have a lot of silicon in stock, so I don't need to fill silicon for some time here. And then the press goes, the circuit goes down here to make the processor, and they end up in here. So I can demonstrate with 1 gold, and if I want to, I could just have a stack of gold. Come on. Put it in here, and it will automatically end up here, and then automatically end up here, and finally get over there. So quite convenient. This will work fine for quite some time. No need to improve that until I have proper autocrafting set up. And let's see. The base is starting to take shape for a basic, the first base, so to say. This will not do in the long run, but now I have this in the center. I have glass put up almost everywhere. You can see how far I got so far. And up here I'm using lots of stairs going around. And let's see, over here. Whoops. Having the hallways a bit lower, and this is what was that? This is 3 and this is 4. Oh no. This is bad. With this lag, I don't dare. Alright, so that's about it. I also put double walls everywhere. And don't come here. So back here I have an additional wall. You can see it, just for all my piping and everything. So this is not visible from the outside, and I can reach in, and hopefully it's not too visible from the inside either. So I think the base is coming along, and I just added this glass to have some view, because it is a nice view. Not sure I'm fully... I don't know. It's not perfect, and but we'll see if I keep it. Alright, that's about it. Good progress. We have almost autocrafting, we have processors, we have good storage now, so it's much easier to craft things now. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.